What's up, guys, and welcome back to the GameShow Global Esports Cup. It's going to be the second game for Invictus Gaming. They did not win their first one going up against Newbie, far from it. We'll see if they can claim a win here up against Tongfu. I'm Mikelorus, going to be your only caster for today. I'm whacked out of it. I need sleep. I need coffee or something, but I'd rather take sleep. I don't really think coffee is going to really help me that much right now, but we'll see as we go into the penultimate game of the day after this Invictus Gaming. Win or loss, going to be facing up against Wings, which is kind of a weird name, just like Wings. It's like Wings Gaming, sure. The Wings team, which is Wings, is kind of weird. But either way, enough about that. Let's take a look at this draft. There still has not yet been an IO pick. Seems like these Chinese teams just mutually agree that's not a good selection. Nightstalker also has been absent throughout the entirety of this series. IG gonna first pick a Spirit Breaker. They had to deal with him last game. Now they're gonna have to try to deal with him now, and it's gonna be Alina. This is the opening that Newbie were going for in their first couple of games. Now the difference here is that well, it's played by IG, duh, but also you generally want to have this combination apply pressure towards the mid lane. You charge in, you land the LSA, you get the kills. Unless you have a really good angle, unless it's darkness or something like that, there is no guarantee that you're actually going to be getting those kills when you're charging after a Queen of Pain. She has the blink. If you're going up against a Shadow Fiend, you're probably going to get those kills because SF really doesn't have any way of disengaging from a fight that early. Quap does, Wind Ranger does. That makes the combo a lot weaker. That's why we saw Newbie not go for it in the last game yet. Invictus Gaming, here they are. They're going to go ahead and try it. Now, if they do land a charge, then the kill is most likely going to happen. So it still is a very potent combination. If they can land it. I would expect Tongfu to grab a Winter Wyvern here. Oh, a Clockwork. Interesting. Now, the most standard thing to do is, grab an Undying if you're going to be aggressive. If you're looking to keep your options open, Winter Wyvern or the Dazzle. It seems like Tongfu are actually going to go ahead and ban out the IO. Oh, no, not IO this time. I'm, again, hoping for something exciting because I could use it, but I don't really think the odds of that are super high right now. Tongfu have been kind of, sticking to their guns, or at least the quote-unquote standard guns. Standard issue guns.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, we'll see what they actually want to ban out. Bounty Hunters out. Tongfu with this Clockwork is not necessarily as aggressive as an Undying, who is still, by the way, in the pool. It is not necessarily as defensive as someone like a Winter Wyvern. However, given that scale of Winter Wyvern to Undying, definitely closer to the Undying. Seems like Tongfu looking to initiate and just use this Clockwork to keep tempo. And Queen of Pain is definitely here. That works very well with that. Hook shot in, and you need usually someone to follow up. Skywrath Mage, love that combo. Invoker, Tongfu, I think they ran an Invoker earlier today. Or someone ran an Invoker earlier today. I don't know, that was like 5 games ago. It's been 7 hours of casting, guys. No breaks. No breaks. I can sleep when I'm dead, right? So again, because of the fact that I've been going for so long, you will have to excuse my idiotic speech, bad references, off-topic stuff, etc., etc. We're gonna have Viper and Winter Wyvern ultimately banned out. Dazzle's still in the pool, and for Tongfu, that one seems pretty reasonable. IG can grab it and use it to some pretty decent success as well. Really, for both sides, it is a possibility. But Lina Spirit Breaker, how aggressive do IG actually want to be with this? And they definitely do need another support hero, and they're just going to fall right back onto Chuan's Rubik. That's a pretty decent steals in the last game. Unfortunately, Rubik can't win a game by himself, nor close to it. Even though Ice from Wings, he certainly put that up for debate in the first game that we saw today. Which went off, was like, he had 0 deaths and just had a couple kills, couple assists. Still all the good stuff. Stealing Clockwork spells, kind of iffy. Queen of Pain usually has some pretty good spells to steal. You really want to have Blink or Sonic Wave if you can.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's just going to be another point-click backup stun. So, if you may not land the charge, not a big deal. Just lift up into an LSA and you're good to go. On pretty much anyone. You should have enough damage to get the kill on the Queen of Pain before she blinks out. If you have level 6, of course. And, of course, if the enemy team doesn't have a Dazzle. That's going to throw a wrench into those plans. You mean Dazzle's a good hero that should be picked all the time? No, say it ain't so. This is going to really be an effective game for the Dazzle. It is very easy to see who Invictus Gaming are going to go after. Usually it's the person that Spirit Breaker's bearing down on. It's pretty easy to tell who he's Nether Striking as well. So Dazzle, unless it is him that is being on the receiving end of this, and it's a lot of stun duration, there's a chance that Dazzle just gets caught in the crossfire and is unable to get the Grave off. But, you know, if that's not going to happen, just Grave up whoever's getting hit with this Nether Strike, because whoever is getting hit with that, yeah, is probably going to die. I feel like a team has gone for this draft before. Am I wrong? Was it Newbie that went for this draft like 2 games ago? I'm pretty sure that happened. Like, it was the exact same draft, except it was Juggernaut last pick. And it was like, I don't remember. This draft definitely happened. Either that, or I'm stuck in there's a glitch in the Matrix. Which is probable.
10 seconds
You know, you can't really depend on Matrix engineers these days to keep their shit in line. They're all lazy. They don't get paid enough. Talk about unionization. Pretty sure the robots are going to smash that one.
Reserve time.
Yeah, I'm actually going to check. I'm interested to see. Did Newbie do this exact draft? Yes. What was the last pick? I can look into the future. It's a Brewmaster. I've seen the future, guys. Invictus Gaming Brewmaster last pick. Trust me. Trust me. It's actually really good up against Tongfu so far, actually. I'm not sure if IG were watching that game. Was it up against Tongfu also? Hold up. Hold up, hold up. No, it was up against CDEC, so not quite. Almost there. But right now, Tongfu have 0 real disables. They have Hookshot Cogs, which is like a half disable. Slark isn't a great hero versus the Brewmaster, although Brewmaster isn't great versus Slark either. Yeah, Slark is looking for these tasty, soft heroes, the Lena, the Rubik especially. Ban out from the IG side. Well, Tongfu could probably use a Bane. And if they're scared of Bane, well, that's justified. Everyone should be scared of Bane. Dude's scary. Bane would probably be the best setup for the Tongfu side. Get a grip through the Blade Fury of the Juggernaut. And they would like some sort of setup. Shadow Demon also is really good. Shadow Demon would definitely be better, actually, than the Bane. So I'd expect to ban out of the Shadow Demon, because you don't really want to set up, give the Slark a setup. Like, it's easy. Just put him in the bubble, land the Shadow Wave. That hurts in and of itself, having a Slark or Queen of Pain jump in on top of that, and everyone's going to die. Seems like that's actually not going to be the case, though. It's actually Lion to be banned out, which, I mean, Shadow Demon is good with what Tongfu have. But you know what? Shadow Demon's not good against Brewmaster. So, you know, Brewmaster incoming. So good. Ugh. Had to prove me wrong. Had to prove me wrong. Stupid Invictus Gaming. Why you gotta play me like that? The Disruptor's the pick mostly in response to the Slark. Static Storm does still lock down Slark spellcast, so he may be able to Shadow Dance, but he can't pounce out of it, or can't pounce out afterwards. So you keep him there, keep him locked down. This is going to mean that the Spirit Breaker is going to get a little bit more farm. Offlane Spirit Breaker, defensive tri-lane Juggernaut, Lena mid. The roaming Rubik, of course, mixed in there for every so often. But now for Tongfu, they don't really need that much crowd control. Shadow Demon looking extremely good here. Yeah, Bane still looking okay. Again, these are like the picks I would expect if I was watching an EU game. And clearly we are not there. Clearly not there. We'll see what Tongfu actually wants. Awkward silences, right? I mean, it is just going to be any support hero that's fine for them. Yeah, as far as countering Invictus Gaming's heroes, there aren't really many hard counterable heroes here. Like, in fact, none at all. Juggernaut Omnislash, I suppose you can kind of soft counter that with, like, units, like a support Nogsign. Ooh, Night Stalker's finally getting picked. Fun. Unfortunately, Night Stalker has seen all the freaking time, and he's kind of boring at this point. And is going to be played as support, first of all. Is pretty well positioned to deal with a couple of these IG heroes. Point click silence lasts forever during the nighttime. The follow-up is the Slark Clockwork Queen of Pain. You know, this is definitely an aggressive slant from Tongfu. I think they are missing out on that Shadow Demon pick, which would have been really good actually versus the Juggernaut. Just bubble whoever is Omnislashing. Goodbye, Omnislash. Dental plan. Night Stalker is, however, you know, pretty well positioned up against the Lena, silencing her, taking her out of the fight. Juggernaut, same thing. If you could silence him, get on top of him with the Queen of Pain, you can bring him down very quickly. It's definitely going to be one of those charge forward lane type of games from Tongfu. And once they get a foothold, it's going to be A move, A move, A move, non-stop aggression. Never, ever, ever stop killing people. Here we go, guys. Second to last game. IG going up against Tongfu, then IG going up against Wings. And we'll see what their lanes are going to look like. Although for IG, I don't really expect many surprises. Just a nice, clean, defensive tri-lane. Get this Juggernaut a little bit of farm. He looks very red for some reason. I don't know. I think it's the fact that he's like really wearing a rounded armor that looks weird. He looks like the Juggernaut. You know, like the whole Gem of Sidorak, I'm the Juggernaut bitch Juggernaut, except it's not the crappy one from the movie, the awesome one that literally cannot be stopped by anything. That's what he looks like right now. And I like if that was the intention of whoever designed the set. Yeah, nice defensive tri-lane here. This is going to be warded the crap out of by Tongfu. Like, there are no pulls allowed. No pulls ever. This is going to help the clockwork somewhat. Seems like they're going to go ahead and dig. And I've seen a couple of teams do this before. The intention of which is to just, you know, put a hole here, and a giant hole at that, so that the clockwork can't trap creeps in there. I'm pretty sure creeps will find their way through here. You might go down this area. You know, there's definitely a way in here. The one time I did see it before, a hero was doing it all alone and started getting into a fight with the clockwork. Not a good idea, let me tell you. Yeah, for the lanes, Tongfu looks like it should just about be similarly par for the course. I don't think I've seen a Night Stalker in an offensive tri-lane ever. Offensive dual lane for sure. With an Undying or with a Darkseer, you can get a lot of work done with the Night Stalker there. But it should just be him mostly pulling and doing jungling Night Stalker things, or at least as much of a jungle Night Stalker as you can run. And the Dazzle doesn't really that much help to keep the Spirit Breaker at bay. Dazzle's some pretty decent range, not maxed out. I mean, not, I guess 600 if you call 600 range maxed out. The Spirit Breaker still will be occasionally able to approach and get some experience, maybe. But he has to be careful. There's no real great setup here in this mid lane. But right now, Night Stalker is going to make this Lina's life a little bit difficult. But he can't really make it too difficult. At least not as difficult as the Clockworks lane. He's going to be going up against way too many heroes. Luo's just going to bum rush the Dazzle. So scary. Hey guys, just going to leave this menu up for a little bit. Going down the line for IG. It's going to be Super Ferrari, Rabbit Luo Chuan. And then for the Tongfu side, we got LPC, Kabu, Unan, Faith, Bingo. In that order, going down the line. Void onto Luo right now. It's a lot of beatdown damage. Not quite enough to get this kill, but enough to make the Spirit Breaker's life a little bit more difficult. Meantime, mid lane, well, it's going to be a Queen of Pain versus Lina. Right now, the Night Stalker thing took a little bit of experience, but by the way, not a big deal. Queen of Pain has a decent matchup versus the Lina. However, Lina definitely has a lot of kill power here. Of course, that Dragon Slave's harassment / spam is very annoying. And as a Queen of Pain, you're outranged. Unfortunately, because Lina outranges freaking everybody. If you land the freehand LSA, it's probably not going to be a straight up kill until you get level 6. But it's definitely a lot of free damage. So Lina's going to be fishing for that all the time. And the Queen of Pain may just be able to juke that. But Shadow Strike, harassment, it's certainly very nice. But you have to get very close. Every time you get close for a Shadow Strike, you run the risk of getting hit with an LSA, and then you end up taking more damage than you're dealing. Not fun times for the Quap. So it should be the Lina to have a slight advantage in this lane. Not super substantial, however. Because still the Queen of Pain has, you know, pretty high base damage, a great attack animation, better than Lina's. So she'll be fine for the most part. Oh, Heal Bomb is going to hurt right now. It's not actually available. Luo is going to take a lot of hits, but he will just charge away. And yeah, he'll be fine. That's unfortunate. If they had a level 2 wave there, that was 3 creeps, maybe 4 creeps in range. That would have been a lot of freaking damage. But unfortunately, Dazzle's on level 1. Night Stalker as well. We're halfway to the first nighttime phase, and it doesn't seem like this is going to be a really active one for the Night Stalker. Again, maybe you can get a kill on Lina. She just is that soft in the mid lane. If you catch Lina with perhaps, you know, half mana pool, you'll be able to kill her off maybe before, you know, running into any sort of real problems. But right now, no stacking. It looks like this camp was tampered with to some degree. It is now available for pulls, but Night Stalker only level 2. It's pretty much par for the course. You would expect him to be around this level should the first nighttime hit. Unless he's in like an offensive dual lane or something like that. But yeah, as a support, as a pure support, level 2 Night Stalker is what you can expect. It looks like the IG side had to work hard for it, but they were able to deward this pole camp as well. And the secondary pole camp, although it is 3 minutes, it might have just faded over time. Clockwork has gotten 3 levels off of it. However, now he's in a lot of trouble because Glimpse is going to bring him right back into clutches of the Juggernaut. And here comes the Blade Fury. Clockwork is going to try to teleport out. Chuan should get in range in time. He will not need to, actually. Will Fade Bolt instead, which does have a slightly higher cast range. And it looks like that was the correct decision. I'm pretty sure he could have gotten in there to lift him up if needed. He just decided to kill him off. Why stun him when we can just kill him? It's a great question. First blood drawn by the Juggernaut. Very close, but it is going to be a kill nonetheless. That's 1,000 gold for him. Probably phase boots. Alternatively, going to get a straight perseverance component. Juggernaut's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. So Void Stone, Mana Regeneration, not super useful, but it's actually going to be a Sage's Mask for him. And you can go for Ring of Aquila, for sure, that's good too. Ring of Aquila, Magic Wand, those type of basic items. Up towards top lane, Luo has a charge away from this. So he's not really in a ton of trouble. Although he's going to take a lot of free hits. And Slark is going to come in. Well, what the hell was that range? That was weird. Slark looks like he got hit with a charge mid-pounce, so that's definitely a thing. He's going to charge all the way, in fact, towards the mid lane. No, all the way through the mid lane. He's going to stop in the mid lane. They'll try to lift her up into an LSA. That'll fail. Chuan, unfortunately, are getting there. Or looks like Lina getting there too late. Chuan getting there too early. Split the blame, 50-50. And Spirit Breaker's now awkwardly in this mid lane now. And he's level 3, level 2 charged, so he can make some action happen. He has to be trying to stay at least close to Lina so that the Night Stalker doesn't have free reign over her. But the Night Stalker is not roaming out at all. I can't say that this is a bad decision. They've rotated the Dazzle out, which means that now this top lane, not a tri-lane, more a dual lane, Night Stalker's getting at least some experience. That's the dog. She thinks something's outside. She's always wrong. Double damage rune from the Lina. LSA will be dodged. If an LSA lands there, there's no grave on the Dazzle. It should be the Queen of Pain's death. This is going to be a nice and exciting game. I thought with Night Stalker we would at least have some more aggression. But yeah. Fun times. So excited right now, guys. I can barely contain my excitement of this game. Clockwork in the meantime is making a zoo. Dude, look at this. He does this a couple more times and he unleashes the dam, and oh, they're gonna dive in for UMR right now. It is still nighttime right now. However, Lina is gonna get some backup. She should be able to slip away. Now Sonic Wave will cut through. Onto Chuan as well. Flare coming in. Void. A couple of right clicks. Chuan's gonna fall. Now they're onto Luo. Crippling Fear is gonna shut up the Spirit Breaker. No more tools to go in for more, but it's going to be 2 kills over in the mid lane. That is a late rotation in for the Night Stalker. Having that Crippling Fear definitely making things a lot safer. Up towards top lane in the meantime, Battery Assault is ticking. It's only level 1. Blade Fury is going to tick that much faster. They also have an Omni Slash if they even need it. They shouldn't, but they will use it anyway. Looks like the Disruptor is actually going to run to the north because TPs are coming into the Night Stalker. Does he really want to fight the Juggernaut? No, he's going to leave. He's going to get yanked all the way back towards the mid lane. Juggernaut Disruptor will be successful in their dive, will not be punished at all. So it's just another kill on the Clockwork. He's having a kind of rough time down here just up against this dual lane. And Dazzle is in position to Shadow Wave or something. It's a pretty good tool up against Juggernaut actually, because it's just pure physical. And it's not unfortunately going to land properly. While all this is happening, the Slark is getting absolute free farm towards top lane. 42 CS, 6 per minute. It's high, it's very high. Getting all the gold in the world. Power Treads and Ring of Aquila. With this build, you wouldn't expect Hand of Midas. With this draft, oh man, Clockwork getting into another fight with the Juggernaut. He will die before he gets the kill. So Dazzle going to get solo experience from that one. Juggernaut putting up a hell of a fight before he goes down. And Clockwork with only the 1-point Battery Assault. Not exactly a super useful hero in that 1v1 engagement. Level 2 Battery Assault for sure would have gotten that kill first, but unfortunate. In the meantime, he's jungling. Can you give Night Stalker a free lane for however much nighttime there is for him to actually farm that lane? Looks like it's going to be like 10 seconds of farm. Oh goody, 10 seconds of free farm. How exciting. But again, this Slark shouldn't be going for Hand of Midas, I don't think. He can go for it if Tongfu really wants to slow down this game. But it seems like with the Queen of Pain, Clockwork, Night Stalker, they really want to keep on the aggressive tempo game. And that involves Shadow Blade and or Blink Dagger. Probably not and or, probably or. Or is better than and. So yeah, it's just a matter of time before he's able to pick that one up. And for the Juggernaut, he doesn't really have any similar item nor level point. A very linearly scaling hero, this Juggernaut. So eventually he'll just feel comfortable roaming around. Maybe once he gets level 2 Omni Slash, he'll be more aggressively moving about the map. For right now, it's a very exciting 3-3 kill score game. Daytime phase is here, so of course Night Stalker's right back to the jungle.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower.
Got Dazzle and Clockwork rotating into the bottom lane. I just saw something outside, guys. Hold on. Never mind. Some weird noises are happening outside. Yeah, Clockwork is still not quite yet at that level 6. Really preventing him from being a true asset to his team. Kind of a late level 6 for this Clockwork, although I guess Luo's having an even worse time. Level 4 on the Spear Breaker. Forced out of that lane super early. Can't really do that much. And now he's going to rotate around, circle around towards bottom lane. They have another Laguna Blade up. Lina level 8 is going to have pretty much a full tank of mana. And this is actually full 5 heroes going to collapse onto these 2 heroes from Tongfu. Omni Slash is going to drop the Juggernaut super low. Drop the Clockwork super low. The charges there. They're going to lock him down and kill the Dazzle while the Clockwork's being controlled up. Slark is going to arrive already into the Shadow Dance full. Just so he can't get glimpsed back. He may just get glimpsed back, or he may just die right now. He'll glimpse right back into the Juggernaut's clutches. He'll draw that kill as well. A very easy wraparound kill for the IG side. They don't get the Clockwork somehow. He's able to slip away. They get everyone else, and now with the healing wards, everyone is going to be fine to juice back up to full. It's going to be a pretty easy tower push for the IG side. Night Stalker getting a free lane up towards top, so he's getting some much needed experience. This Clockwork, I guess it is nice that he survived, but still he's not actually able to get to level 6. We have a charge going somewhere to mid. That's not anything. Juggernaut's actually going to move up towards top lane now. He's going to apply that slow pressure up towards that top lane tier 1. And Tongfu so far have been getting a lot of farm off this lane. Not going to be happening much longer. Don't really want to mess with the Juggernaut. He was going to go straight for that Battle Fury. Gotta get that cleave, gotta get that money. The Disruptor's being left alone right now. Here comes the Queen of Pain, jumps right in, blows up the Disruptor. Sonic Wave is going to send her back, but not far back enough. It's only a level 5 hero. No Static Storm there, although that wouldn't have even helped him. Now the tower is going to be slowly chipped down. Ring Aquila is up and turned on from the Juggernaut. Going for this Night Stalker kill, kind of difficult. They really need to lift up first, and even then, Slark is coming in with enough health to actually start a fight here. Healing Ward is deployed by the Juggernaut, but it's going to be a 3v2. Slark got to deal with the Disruptor first, who still does not have that yet. Not yet had that level 6, but it looks like it is going to be fine for everyone to back off. Slark is just going to pact. Not a big deal. He's still healing. And it's just a heavy commitment on this top lane, giving Luo a free mid lane. Of course, he can start charging up there and be there very quickly. Right now, IG just want to slow push this tower. The trade-off is that the Clockwork is getting some free farm on the bottom lane. He'll keep throwing up these flares just, to clear out the creep wave as fast as possible. But he already has his hook shot, and he's probably going to go for Power Tread's Blade Mail type of build.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And for IG, this is actually working out pretty well for them. They're shutting down, or at least slowing down, the farm of the Slark. What you got to do, man. It's what you got to do. The Night Stalker's going to pop the Darkness. It is second nighttime phase. Can Tongfu get anything done with this? They've found a couple of picks here and there, but so far no substantial leaps forward in aggression. Seems like the Juggernaut might be the target because he's just pushing out way too far by himself. He doesn't have a TP scroll either. That's a super risky play from the Jug. Like it's not going to be punished.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's going to wander in through his own jungle where there is a Queen of Pain. There was a Queen of Pain, rather. Finds a dead Centaur corpse. Although I guess there's no such thing as a live Centaur corpse. Yeah, and Juggernaut is actually going to look to join the fray right now. It is in darkness, so I'm not really sure if IG... They might just be grouping up just to make sure that they don't die, but it looks like they kind of want to smoke. Or just go for a straight push. Into the darkness, that's kind of a bold move. This is a level 7 Night Stalker we're talking here. They'll drop the healing ward and then just go to town this tower. Tongfu have a Sonic Wave. They're just going to charge straight into the Night Stalker. In fact, glimpse him right back into the Blade Fury. Lift him up as well. Darkness stolen by the Rubik. And not exactly a great skill to have. However, what it does do is reduce the Tongfu's vision, which may or may not be useful. They'll lose the healing ward, but they'll gain the tower in exchange. And up towards top lane, Slark Dazzle trying to make an even trade. The track is there from the charge. It is very close by at that. He's going to go into the Shadow Dance, so he'll survive for a little while longer. There's another strike, however. It's going to be used on the Dazzle. Omni Slash as well. Will not kill off the Dazzle just yet. He's still going to survive, although he will fall in the end to that Spirit Breaker damage. Sonic Wave will cut through, but it's just not doing enough damage. The Blade Fury is doing so much more. And now Sonic Wave stolen by the Rubik will return it onto two heroes. Charge back in from the Spirit Breaker. They'll try to go for the Slark, who's sitting in the corner. Shadow Amulet's going to keep him safe right now. There's no more AoE, and here comes the Night Stalker. He's back. However, he's going to get glimpsed right back to where he came. Slark is now on the run. Laguna Blade is available, which will just straight kill him off if they can land it on him. He's deep in the trees right now. However, now he's stuck. And he's actually, no, he's not. Well, he is stuck, but he's in the trees safe. And it seems like the Lina just arriving there way too late. Not really sure where she was at, but you know, they could have used that AoE. A Dragon Slave or an LSA would have killed off the Slark there very easily. Shadow Amulet buying his way out of there. IG do lose the Juggernaut, so it is a pretty costly trade, but yeah, still for Tongfu. Fact of the matter is that though they do get hit with a pretty big Sonic Wave, their Queen of Pain and Slark are surviving, so they're losing heroes that are kind of okay for them to lose. Specifically this Clockwork, who seems like he's pretty much out of the game at this point. So I mean, like, if he dies a couple more times, not a big deal. He would of course rather like to get the farm than not, but it doesn't seem like that's in the cards right now. He's gonna go straight for Blade Mail, no upgraded boots or anything like that. So ideally he'll be returning at least some damage into the Lina or the Disruptor or something like that. Oh, Slark is gonna catch the Rubik actually with the Shadow Blade, get the kill. He's gonna get charged in response. He does have Shadow Dance. It looks like he will use it. Helping the Night Stalker. They're going to force back Luo. Yule Scepter though onto the Night Stalker. He'll fall into an LSA. Also caught in the field in the Static Storm. Night Stalker is definitely going to die here. He gets bumped out of it, but they do get the glimpse back onto the Slark. No follow-up to that. However, no, there's another strike. They have a Laguna Blade as well. Slark is going to get graved. He's going to survive for a little while longer. Has a Pounce out and Shadow Blade. Blade Fury doing a heavy amount of damage to this Clockwork right now. They'll bring him down. Now they're going to try to go for the Clock, who's trying to go for the Disruptor. We'll get that kill blink out from the side. And the Dazzle's going to save the Slark. They do have another charge if they can get just a little bit of vision. There it is. They see him. Chargerino. There it is. Dazzle's now going to fall. That was actually a pretty good trade, all things considered, for Tongfu. I mean, they get out with the Slark, and that's really the important thing, right? Again, their cores are surviving, but they're losing, at this point, one too many heroes. Losing the Dazzle is fine. Losing the Dazzle and the Clockwork, not as much so. Losing the Dazzle, Clockwork, and the Night Stalker, that's a little bit too much. And of course, IG, they're reinforcing very, very well in this game. It's to be expected whenever you have a Spirit Breaker on your side that you'll be able to reinforce pretty quickly. Yeah, 11-7, and IG are, you know, pretty decent control of this game. Been getting a couple towers here and there. They also have an Invis Rune on the Juggernaut, looking for some poor sucker farming the jungle. No one's there quite yet, but soon enough there will be, I think. Maybe the Night Stalker? Tongfu are going to smoke up in the meantime. Smoke if you got him! Glimpse back, Night Stalker is going to get charged. LSA, they have a Laguna Blade, they don't need it. Easy kills, easy life. The rest of Tongfu in the meantime, kind of messing around the bottom lane. May be able to get this tower, but they'll probably lose a tier 2 in the process. Creep Wave is going to be demolished by the Lina. Now they're going to start working on the tier 2s. Tongfu are coming in from behind, however sentries are deployed everywhere. So if the Slark wanders in, he may just get insta-gibbed before he has a chance to react. Hookshot angle is very clean right now into the Lina and the Disruptor both. However, these two heroes can protect one another. Now they're going to disengage up towards the north. So now it's only Chuan who's in a vulnerable spot, but they don't even see him. Oh, there's a ping out for the Clockwork. Do they really see that clock? I don't know how they did. Well, now they know more or less where he's at because of that flare angle. No fight for Tongfu. They'll concede their tier 2 tower, make it a tier 1 for tier 2 trade, which IG are perfectly happy with. Because IG, after that tower, can go for more. Slide into all the other lanes, grab all the tier 1s, grab all the tier 2s even. Maybe not go that far, but still, it's a lot of room for IG to maneuver. Did that creep really deserve your charge, Luo? Probably not. Ugh. You know, IG didn't really draft a push comp. It's not really what the lineup is necessarily supposed to do. They're getting away with it because Tongfu are kind of letting them. Of course, they have the Omni Slash, they have the Static Storm, they have the Glimpse, and the Glimpse is perhaps one of the most important tools, keeping the fight kind of 4v5 for as long as possible. the Omni Slash and Laguna Blade. Usually you can count on those two tools respectively to take out their targets. This time Tongfu are not going to sit back and let this happen. They once again don't really have great vision. However, they're going to get a wraparound. Weave is there. They're going to jump into the disruptor. Sonic Wave will cut through 4 heroes. Disruptor already down. He does put up the field. It's not really going to help out that much. They also lose the Rubik. Gets jumped by the Slark. Juggernaut, well, he's looking for an angle. He will Omni Slash, but he's going to be split by absolutely everyone. Luo's now going to get focused down. He'll drop very low. Queen of Pain will take the Laguna Blade, but she'll be fine. They'll lose 3. Now they're going to look for a 4th or 5th. Well, they're not going to catch the Juggernaut. However, with the darkness being popped, they will know more or less where Lina is at. She's going to try to teleport out of there. Void, not going to come in time. Lina will barely teleport out in time. 3-0, however, in favor of Tongfu. You get a whole boatload of kills, and not killing off the most important heroes in that Juggernaut and Lina. But again, it's kills that IG kind of, I guess, weren't expecting. Mostly because Tongfu have let those pushes so far go unpunished. Yeah, but at a certain point, you're just not going to be able to get away with every single tower push. At a certain point, they're going to stop it. Oh man, there's another game after this. Is there a charge on the Queen of Pain? Is there? Can't even click my mouse. There it is. You don't want to be doing this, Luo. It's a bad idea. It's going to go real deep in. That could have been punished. Queen of Pain doesn't have that much mana, but she does have a Aghanim Scepter, so at the bare minimum, she's very, very tanky. Point Booster Ogre Club, it's a good amount of HP for Queen of Pain. Again, guys, been casting for 7, almost 8 hours straight now, so you have to excuse me. Oh, the stupid sun is going right into the window angle. Get out of my eyes. Please, I need to see this game. Not exactly bringing the hype now, am I? I wish I could do something interesting to bring some sort of uniqueness to this game, but I'm too tired to think of what that is. This Clockwork, though, he's in a little bit of trouble. Here comes the cow. Well, the Clockwork will beat him halfway. Static Storm is still going to be deployed. Will pop the Blade Mail, so it's going to do a little bit of damage, but now here comes the Slark. He can get right on top of Chuan. Will bring him down in an instant. Gets glimpsed out of the cogs. So far, 1-for-1 trade. Luo looking for the Slark. However, he's not really well equipped to deal with this. He's going to charge up to the north, but they already lost the Disruptor. 2-man LSA is there from the Lina. Now is tapped out of mana. She's going to try to go for the Queen of Pain with the Omni Slash there. They'll take both those heroes down. It's Slark and Dazzle versus the world, but UMR doesn't have that much mana. TP out is going to be canceled, actually, as Lina voluntarily cancels it herself. Charge through onto the Dazzle. They'll find the Slark, however, they will miss. They don't have any true sight in the area just yet. They'll lose the Lina to that Slark. Now he's going to look for the Spirit Breaker, a much easier target. Juggernaut in the meantime trying to go for the Dazzle, but Dazzle right now just can't die. Heal Bomb, not going to do a ton of damage. Luo is going to stand still and concede himself to that fate. Double kill for the Slark, collecting huge off of that, and somehow Dazzle limping out of there with the survival. The support, Grave and heals, pretty good. That's pretty good, guys. But now it's a straight Glimmer Cape from the Dazzle. Feels good, man. 1950s, all you need. Now, IG should have had detection already. You can see, like, they are... No, that's not IG detection. Here's the IG detection. That's how tired I am. They are pretty well equipped already to deal with the Slark's invis. So, you know, Glimmer Cape, as far as invising people out, not really going to be super great. But hey, it increases their magic resistance. And Luna is not in this game. Lina, she is still working with a non-Aghanim Laguna Blade. She's actually gone for a BKB. It's a fine item to have as a Lina, but again, you kind of want to just be able to fire off a cannon and get a kill every single time. Charges in onto the Night Stalker, will connect, but now Spirit Breaker's to fall back. Looks like Night Stalker, he's pissed. Not going to let them get away with that. Luo is overcommitted right now. He's just going to suicide himself. Now, they will Sonic Wave for that one, which means if the fight happens right now, it's probably not one that Tongfu wants to take, but I'm not really sure what that was from the Spirit Breaker. Like, let's go all the way in by myself to try to kill off a Night Stalker who's pretty tanky. Not a good idea. 15-15. These two teams really need to start killing each other more. And Slark is still getting quite a bit of farm. He also has a BKB. I guess for this Lina, you can kind of like go for this more survivability based route. Just be a setup hero, have a Laguna Blade because your Juggernaut's doing all the damage. I think that's fine. And Tongfu are getting their BKBs up, and then of course the Aghanim Scepter on Night Stalker, which is ridiculously balanced. Gotta get that map hack vision. Together with Slark, you can very easily see your targets and pick them off one at a time. One at a time. Oh jeez, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. But for right now, IG are gonna try to take the boss man. It's Roshan. You know, Roshan used to be a golem. Kind of miss those days. Big purple Roshan. They're gonna be scouted by the flare, yet they're gonna man the hell up and try to go for this anyway. This is a really bad idea because Clockwork has a hook shot, knows exactly where they are. They're gonna catch the disruptor first. Hook shot's gonna take the Clockwork actually all the way towards Chuan. That might just be better because now Chuan's down on the deck. They're gonna get on top of the disruptor, bring him down. Static Storm was used, but didn't do anything with the BKB Slark. They're gonna set up LSA, so that's gonna do a lot of damage onto the Dazzle. But now Delina's gonna have to be forced to book it out of there. She has her BKB up. In the meantime, well, Omnislash has already been used, did quite a bit of damage. Slark though will pounce away from everyone else. They're on the chase for the Lina. She has the Laguna Blade. She's spotted by the flare. A couple more right clicks, and that'll be the Luna's death. Here comes the charge in. It'll be canceled by the battery assault, actually. Clockwork is going to die by now. Here comes the big bad fish. They're going to lock them both down with a scream, and Luo is going to fall. Teleport out from the Juggernaut. They don't have any tools to cancel this. And it will be a 4 for 3 exchange. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you may think that you have enough damage to go for Roshan, and you're not wrong. But, you're kind of wandering into a flare and a Clockwork, and that hookshot, quote unquote, missed the disruptor who was like juking back and forth, but then the Rubik was like, oh shit, I'm right behind him, and I don't want to deal with this Clockwork. I mean, yeah, I guess Rubik has an answer in that he'll just lift the Clockwork away and try to buy himself some space, but still, a Static Storm on the Slark, usually what you want to be doing, not up against a BKB. You know, if you have an Aghanim Scepter, sure, you're good to go, but that's obviously not going to be coming up for a very long time now. Disruptor is not exactly what I would call a good farmer. And having 2,000 gold net worth total, yeah, you can sell everything, you still won't have enough gold for it. And of course, that's probably not a good idea. Would not recommend that move from the Disruptor. The Slark is being quite a nuisance right now. IG need to reserve like a Laguna Blade for him, or another strike, or ideally both. Just try to get the Slark out of the fight ASAP. Obviously, right now it's not going to be happening. He's level almost 16. Just needs to get one more creep's worth of experience to get that. Has the BKB, has the Aegis, and of course has a Dazzle right behind him. So yeah, killing off this Slark is going to be super hard. And Spirit Breaker, you're not the hero to do it. That's a bad charge. Bad charge to commit to. So yeah, this Slark is just running wild. And Juggernaut's doing quite a bit of damage as well with the spin TPs he's getting out of these fights. It does come to a late game scenario, Slark versus the Juggernaut. Gotta say, Slark has a slight edge there. With the Shadow Dance, mostly. Just a pretty hard counter to the Omnislash. So, you know, Juggernaut will essentially have no Omnislash in that scenario. And Slark is eventually going to pick up a Basher, I'm sure. So Blade Fury TP out, or an MKB, you know, some way of interrupting that teleport out. It's eventually going to be coming. Perhaps after the Eye of Scotty for the Slark. There's an Orb of Venom, which I'm pretty sure means Eye of Scotty. It's a little bit late for a casual oov, isn't it? 27 minutes in, darkness is once again upon us. Night Stalker not quite yet at that Aghanim Scepter mark, though going for a straight tier 1 tower push, and I think for Tongfu, that's just fine. And obviously they do have the Aegis, and this should be just a conceded tower by IG. They're looking for a trade down towards bottom. Juggernaut does push very quickly, but he's probably not going to be pushing fast enough to actually take the tier 2 without losing the tier 1. He will actually make it an even trade. Probably. It's actually going a lot faster than Tongfu. I'm expecting the Juggernaut to be a lot slower than what he's currently working at. Tower's not fortifiable anymore. They'll lose it. Nope, it's not going to be denied either. Juggernaut is going to Mantis Style split out of that Shadow Strike. Hookshot, they're looking for it. That is a tool that cancels spin. Omnislash, however, just as the Queen of Pain, she is going to insta get killed by that. Now Juggernaut's going to go 1v2, but Cleave is going to bring them both down very low. Now they're just going to try to bum rush the Night Stalker. Spin is there. Hookshot immediately afterwards, but that means he has a straight TP out. That was a really sloppy play there from the Tongfu side. They're, in the meantime, well, losing the Disruptor, IG. He will actually glimpse the Slark out of the field and we'll be fine. But Juggernaut, Omni Slash, pure solo on that one hero. And at this point, level 3 Omni Slash, you're going to be getting kills every single time you do that on anyone, really, unless there's a Slark. But if Queen of Pain has a blink out, she escapes. Obviously not the case. And then Tongfu, there are two, like, really weak supporty type heroes. Trying to tango with the Juggernaut. He's the Juggernaut, bitch. Like, come on, what do you think you're doing? You don't mess with the Gem of Sidorak. Let me drop some nerd cred on you fools. Yeah, I said it. Oh, Slark. He's spotted. And he knows it because he lost his Shadow Dance in like this one little circle of vision. You should know there's someone up there. He's not going to try it though. Too bold. Too bold. 4 bold, 5 Slark. He does now see Luo. He saw him rotate in. And he's probably powerful enough to get this kill. What he doesn't know is that Luo used this charge in the pit. That's why he's not going for it, because he's like, oh, if I try to go for it, I'll get some damage, but he just charges away. I don't get the kill. But he could have gotten the kill right there if he just slid in to that area and pounced him up. Kind of a shame, but hey, you never know what's going on. Sometimes you gotta charge to farm. Meantime, Tongfu, the rest of them, they're farming up this Night Stalker's Ags. They're gonna go ahead and get a plate mail item, the Queen of Pain. Charge is gonna be canceled by Luo. And blink forward. Well, they're gonna find Chuan. BKB is prepped. Chuan is gonna take a big Sonic Wave hit. He will get a little bit of help from the field, but the Slark is going to pounce right over it. They'll pick off the Rubik. That is a BKB, however, used by the Queen of Pain for a Rubik kill. Now, Tongfu need a little bit more if they're going to actually make that worth it in the end. And that should be this tier 2 tower. IG most likely unwilling to defend. I mean, their Lena's nowhere nearby. Yeah, so IG are just going to sacrifice this. Mostly because there's nothing better for them to do. Clockwork, of course, if he sees anyone, he's going to hookshot in. In fact, they see everybody. They just need someone to get back to the low ground like this. Lina getting really far out of position right now. Charge is going to the back lines. It's going to be onto the Dazzle. He's going to get glimmered up a little bit, which will protect him for the most part from this Lina. Glimpse back onto the Queen of Pain. She doesn't have a BKB, but no one's actually focusing her. They'll lose the Night Stalker to the Juggernaut. Bashes onto the Dazzle right now. He graves himself. Is able to get the weave off before he gets picked off. If he dies at all, Juggernaut will eventually get the kill with help with the Spirit Breaker. However, the Slark is still running wild in this fight with BKB. He's going to try to go for the Juggernaut, but just doesn't have enough damage to do that. His BKB is going to time out soon enough. And it is a 21-21 game. It seems like it's a pretty good hold for IG. Able to lock down, kill off the Night Stalker and the Dazzle, with, for the most part, striking off that Slark's damage output. It's just simple, straightforward 2-for-1. 1,000 gold swing, not bad. Not fantastic either, but, yeah, I mean, there's 4,200 gold in the Juggernaut after having picked up a Basher. This dude is cashing in, and Slark is holding on to a lot of gold. Again, it should be Eye of Scotty. The issue I have with what he's doing right now is that Eye of Scotty has components that give you stats. And yeah, I mean, it's not like a huge damage item, but are you really going to like surprise them with a sudden Eye of Scotty pick? There's no playing around Eye of Scotty. You just accept the fact that the enemies have it. So he could have an ultimate item right now, or Orb of Venom. Really anything would be better than an empty inventory slot. Stick charges, Ring of Aquila will pale in comparison to another ultimate orb. So this Slark, though he's working with 14k net worth, is pretty much only working with 10k net worth, effectively. He really needs to spend his gold and buy an item. Otherwise, he's just wasting value right now. And I see so many Slarks doing this. Like, if you're going to buy an item that is a surprise item, like a BKB or a Shadow Blade or a Blink Dagger, like one of these items that you could actually gain value with it by keeping it a secret, then sure. But when you're holding, like, what, is it 6,200 off the top of my head, I have Scotty? Ah, man, I'm nowhere close. 56, 75. Is there actually an item that's worth 6,200? I'm not going to look right now. That's stupid. But yeah, it's not an item that the Slark is really going to surprise anyone with. So he's going to finish up not even the item yet. Slark, okay, now he's going to get it. So one-shot Scotty, yeah, but now he's actually working with his full net worth. Before then, you know, it was kind of an even game. Tongfu were working with like a 5,000 disadvantage in that fight because of the Slark's lack of items. But now he actually does have it. The only problem with this is that, yeah, it's going to make it really difficult for the Slark to be killed. The rest of his allies are dropping like flies. And similarly, yeah, the Juggernaut's going to grab an Eye of Scotty. So I'll see your Scotty and match you one of my own. They're going to smoke up. This might have been... I don't think that was spotted. It probably wasn't in range. And Juggernaut is going to not hesitate to Omni Slash whoever he sees. Especially if that hero's a Dazzle. We'll know that there was a Juggernaut in this mid lane. Chuan does not have a Force Staff nor a Blink Dagger or anything like that, so he's going to have to walk in range of this target. If it's a Queen of Pain, they can very easily get that kill, but again, they need the Blink Dagger. They're going to steal Scream. They're hoping for Blink there. The charge is going to be committed, and here comes the Clockwork. He has his Blade Mail up, so he's returning a lot of damage to the Juggernaut, but Healing Ward will negate all of that. What the hell are you doing there, Clockwork? This is not a good place to be. Look at that. That's beautiful. Jackson Pollock. Now IG getting that pick. Gonna check Roshan. Not gonna be up for a very long time. It seems like Tongfu want revenge. Like, of course, they have full vision, and they'll run to the Juggernaut, but Juggernaut's just gonna man-fight the Slark right now, doing a lot of damage. Pounce out, but the Spirit Breaker is gonna give chase. Omni Slash is there, and the Laguna Blade, which will instantly give the dazzle. Sonic Wave's gonna connect onto quite a few heroes. They'll bring down the Rubik, but now they're gonna lose their Night Stalker, who's gonna land into a whole swarm of enemies. Gem now on the deck. Queen of Pain forced to blink away. And as valuable as Vision is, Vision isn't gonna help you in a direct fight like that. Like, Slark is not as farmed as the Juggernaut. They should know about that as well, because Slark hasn't really been getting... I mean, he's been getting kills and escaping, but as far as pickoffs are concerned, that's how Slark really wants to farm, quote-unquote. Juggernaut's been going with Battle Fury for the past, like, 20 minutes. He's just able to straight up win that man fight. Tongfu only have 2 heroes alive right now. Juggernaut really doesn't have to fear either of these 2 heroes, because he has so much health from Scotty. And, of course, backup galore. Wins back. Oh, there's a Static Storm, and there's no BKB. Queen of Pain's gonna get charged in. The Juggernaut right on top of her. She'll fall. Clockwork hookshot into this. He will Force Staff out, put up the cogs to keep himself safe. But they just gave away their Queen of Pain and their Raxes now. IG looking to end this game in strong fashion as they slide down to the bottom lane now. Gonna look to claim a second set. Top lane still a tier 2 is alive. So this tower is gonna take a lot of free damage. Negative weave is going to maybe prove relevant, although I'm not sure if the Slark can do this all by himself. He's got to go like 30 seconds ago. They'll charge in onto the Clockwork. In the meantime, Juggernaut going to close out the Raxes, and, well, the Clockwork's going to be charged and annihilated. They do not have an Omni Slash, but it doesn't seem like they really care. Slark is in the middle of the fight right now. He's trying to go for the Juggernaut, but he just doesn't have enough damage to output. They'll Shadow Strike the Spirit Breaker, slow him down, but now he pops the BKB. Sonic Wave is going to clip through him. He gets a 3-man stun. That's not quite good enough. Queen of Pain, in the meantime, gets Grave. Juggernaut now finally dropping low. They have enough damage to actually kill him off. LSA is going to slow everyone down. Juggernaut going to turn around and fight. However, Slark has stolen way too much stats at this point. They'll burst down the Disruptor, void him up, and cancel that TP out. But still, the damage has been done. Though Tongfu do grab a couple kills in the retreat, Juggernaut crucially being among them. It's going to give Tongfu a hell of a lot of gold. They lose what matters, the Raxes, and Chuan is going to teleport away. Easy. Man, oh man, I really hope someone else can take these European games in 3 hours. Might have a best of 2 to cast between Abraxas and an alternate. I really don't want to be doing that right now. Words cannot describe how much I don't want to be doing that right now. Unfun. Unfun times. Like Tongfu are going to go into the Roche Pit. They were able to steal it last time, but you know, this is Slark we're talking about, who already has 20 stolen stats. Doing 250 damage a pop, yeah, killing off Roshan with no minus armor is not a big deal. Tongfu grab a double life. They're desperately going to need it as well. Clutch Grave keeping the Queen of Pain alive in that last fight. Right now, IG has so much brute force. As long as they can protect their Juggernaut, that involves, of course, having the Juggernaut have an Omni Slash himself, have his backup there. Mostly the Static Storm, but you know, also to some extent the Laguna Blade, just to make sure that they delete that one hero. If that one hero is the Dazzle, so be it. It is now level 3 and Aghanim, so Dragon Slave, Laguna Blade should straight delete the Dazzle. How much damage does Dragon Slave do? 320, about 40% magic resistance with an 850 nuke. No, it's not quite going to be enough. A full combo from Lena should kill off the Dazzle, though. Glimmer Cape is, you know, gives you a little bit of base resistance, 20%. So it's 40. Wow, I'm so good at this game. I can't believe I ballparked correctly and just ended up guessing the perfect amount of magic resistance. That's how Gosu I am, guys. You have no idea. Charge up towards top lane now. Slark happily farming. Suddenly, Spirit Breaker out of nowhere. Spearbreaker has a gem. He's going to deploy another strike actually onto the Night Stalker. Pops his BKB. Is now going to try to man fight the Slark. They're looking for a Laguna Blade right now, but the Slark is just not taking enough damage at this point. Hookshot's going to completely split the wickets, and now Slark is going to go to the Shadow Dance. They got to kite him, and they'll put up the field. He's stuck in there for right now, though he can't pounce out. Static Storm is going to be deployed. They had the Laguna Blade. The Grave is going to cancel that. That went out. He's going to survive for a little while longer, though. The charge is there. They need to bring down Slark, and they will. He's down for 76 seconds. The Disruptor is going to survive for a little while longer. They use the Laguna Blade, try to go for the Dazzle pick off. A couple more right clicks from the Lina. We'll get that kill. Meantime, Chuan still surviving, still kiting. This Queen of Pain is going to get into the trees. We'll be fine. Slark's going to buy out. Who does he want to go for it? Is there anyone who actually wants to go for it? They see that it's just the Juggernaut right now. They'll try to go for him, and the Queen of Pain is going to jump right in, but Juggernaut's just going to turn around and chop the Slark to pieces. Charge onto two heroes right now. The Void is going to slow down Juggernaut by so much. He's also with the Crippling Fear, so he's going to be missing his targets, but it doesn't seem like that really matters. The Queen of Pain is going to respawn into an LSA or a Yule Scepter, maybe both. There it is. She's going to land right into an LSA. No! The Lina messes it up. Will it matter in the end? Because they have a charge, they have a Juggernaut with a lot of damage. Needs a bash, I think. Oh, he's not going to get it. Run, Queen of Pain, run. Oh, another strike. Kablammy. Luo's going to draw that kill. Slark with the buyback. Doesn't end up dying twice, which isn't, I guess, the worst thing in the world. But their base is kind of messed up a little bit. They have a bug problem, and that's going to be GG called. They can't hold up against this final push. Dazzle's going to call it. Tongfu are going to lose to IG. They finally win a game, IG. And now, we're going to have one last shot for them to win one more game, guys. Everyone's going to leave, jump into the next lobby. I'm Mikelorus. I've been your caster for today. Thank you guys for putting up for my sleep-deprived 8-hour cast vest. It's been... I'm not even gonna say it's been fun. It was fun for the first couple of hours. Now it's just kind of getting, oh my god, please let it end. Please kill me now. But guys, Invictus Gaming gonna be coming up soon, up against Wings. And again, I'm Mikelorus. I'll be right back for that. If you enjoyed the cast, be sure to stick around for the last game. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Mikelorus. Also, show some love to Grandis. He's on the secondary stream, streaming very similar games that I am. Hopefully, they're slightly more exciting. So yeah, show him some love. Give him a follow. Check out the stream, and I'll be right back, guys, for the final game, IG and Wings.